There was one thing I liked that is an argument I give quite often to debunkers who want to essentially take these the Mick Wests of the world who want to try to discredit these the three videos in particular, Tic Tac, Gimbal, and Go Fast, which is hilarious. But nonetheless, he, without any expertise in that field whatsoever, and knowing his history of his terror that happened as a child with like abduction or thinking, it makes this is the most psychological profile you could have of a person trying to cope with something that they didn't understand that traumatized them and scared the shit out of them.
Yeah.
But people like him who want to look at these videos and be, oh no, this is really just a turning of the camera and a shadowing of this, that, and the other. And then they have the gall, which I was really happy they pointed out in this documentary, to question the observers. I'm like, you need to just sit back for a second and realize this is the most sophisticated equipment, acknowledged equipment, we'll just say that, the most sophisticated acknowledged equipment on the planet. And these are the operators who are trained, and we invest millions and millions of dollars to have them specialize in either this radar technician monitoring this to be able to identify any threats, to know how to use these cameras, to know how to read them. And then the pilots who not only have to go through rigorous psychological evaluations, intellectual evaluations, they have to be top of their class. They have to be the most amazing trained observers to identify what? Threats. They know the difference between a fucking weather balloon and a cloud. There's we spent millions of dollars to train them. And this is all their job is to fly these planes, identify threats, and be competent enough under pressure to identify something and potentially wipe it out, to actually carry weapons of mass destruction on these planes. These guys are the best there is. And you have these skeptics coming along like, no, they just just misidentification, didn't know what it was. And this, I'm like, you are so up your own ass. I can't even handle it. I can't handle it. And I was just happy they pointed that out. And they made that argument as the guy from the New York Times, I'm blanking his name.
Ralph Blumenthal.
Yeah, thank you. I was happy that he said that, because it's something that I fucking point out all the time, and I'm like, it's just mind blowing to me, Vinny. Like I try to have empathy and compassion for all people, no matter what their beliefs are. But I'm like, you're doing damage. Like you're not there to get to the bottom of this. You are there strictly to debunk it at all costs. And it's blatantly obvious, and that's dangerous. That's not scientific. Nothing about that is scientific.
It is tough, man. I actually spoke. I interviewed Mick West last week, and I found it very difficult, the interview, to the point where I missed out a whole bunch of the questions because I just wanted it to be done. I thought I'd give him an opportunity to answer some questions and see if he would just come out of a shell a little bit and give us something. He went the opposite, man. He just proved exactly the things that you just said, that he's willing to put out information based on what he looks at by omitting certain aspects of the information and data to fit his narrative or the way he wants to portray these cases, these videos, the Gimbal, Go Fast, and Tic Tac. And it's cringeworthy, man. And it's just unnecessary and ridiculous. So